Hey guys, welcome to your love reading. It's Spiritual Infusion 1111. Let's just get right into it. What messages do we have for the collective when it comes to love and romance? Okay. Great source of power is here. Let me see. Let me take a sip of this coffee. Push this bad mama gemma up. Okay. So there's somebody in your energy right now, and it's coming in as a 27, which is a 9. You could be a life path 9. You could be born on the 27th. 27 could just be like a key number, but this is coming in as like the dream team. This is somebody that feels like when the two of you together, or the two of you coming together, right? Whether you're with this person or this is a new energy that's coming in here, that you guys can be perfect. It's something about how your crown also fits theirs. I'm also getting that there's some type of surprise here for some of you. There could be somebody moving in. You could be getting a new house. This is coming with this castle kind of wrapped with this bow, which I think is very fascinating. But I also feel like the two of you together, you guys will be very influential with whatever relationship, whatever business you decide to do here. It's coming in as a fact that you guys are meant to implement change. So part of these relationships that are based on love and purity of God, when you guys get together, there's always a higher mission or a higher purpose for your connection. This is somebody that really does view you as their equal, okay? They're not viewing you as their mother or as their father, but they're viewing you as their person, as their partner in crime, as their Bonnie and Clyde. And this is somebody that never understood what people meant when they used the term power couple. However, since they've met you, they realize how much positive change that the two of you guys can create together. So this is somebody that could have the energy of, I can do bad all by myself. I don't need another component or another person that's holding me back or holding me down. But this is an energy where they're realizing that you are very similar to them, or there's a lot of similarities with inside of this connection, and they really do value you. It doesn't matter if you're a man or if you're a woman watching this. This is somebody that feels like, in particular with this 9 energy, they know that they're not going to be alone for much longer because the two of you are meant to be with one another in a way that's going to be extremely dynamic. I am getting, though, that either you ran away or this person could have been a runner where maybe they didn't know what they wanted. This is coming in as a 49. You could be 49 years old. 94 can be significant. 4-9. This is also 4 energy. You could be a life path 4. You could be born on the 4th. But I feel like you were dealing with somebody, or in the past, this person was scared to do the work. There even could have been a level of a selfish component when it did come to this person where it was almost their way over the highway. And this is somebody that definitely could have feared change, okay? And they didn't know what they were afraid of, but they were definitely in an unawakened energy. And they didn't feel worthy. So this person was running because they felt like whatever you required from them, that meant that they had to change in a way that maybe they weren't ready just yet. And this is something where they needed constant validation from other people. I'm going to be honest, this is coming in as 2 completely separate energies. So for some of you guys, this may be you being in a power couple with somebody, and then somebody here that ran from you, they're trying to come in and either disrupt the flow, or this is somebody on their end that they're running away from in order for the two of you to be together, okay? And I feel like whoever this person was beforehand, they didn't exactly know what you wanted from them, right? This is somebody that could have fallen in love with you or had love at first sight, but they didn't know if they could give you exactly what you needed. And they didn't know if they had the time or the capacity to really process or understand the connection between the two of you. And they almost felt like, okay, it's best to leave it alone. But the problem is they keep running into the same energy of, but I feel like we're supposed to be with each other. I feel like it's like this person is running right into this great source of power, which I really like, because it is coming in as this person finally surrendering, right? They're tired of resisting it. They're tired of running from the connection. They're tired of denying the fact that you and this person could be perfect for each other. 64 is significant. 6-4 or 4-6. You could be a life path 1. You could be born on the 1st, born on the 19th, okay? Or I don't know why. The 28th. But this is somebody that feels like when they're around you, it makes sense. And this is somebody that's waving the white flag. They don't want to run anymore. This is somebody that's ready to completely surrender. This is somebody that's understanding that together, the two of you make this beautiful power couple. Together, your connection can outstand whatever they're going through, as long as they're going through it with you. And I feel like this person is letting go of the judgment. They could have had people around them that were trying to sabotage them or were trying to sabotage their way of thinking. And this is somebody that really does want to be mindful here and is acknowledging that they had certain flaws that stopped them from actually obtaining this significant power couple, right? And even on the card, it says, I'm ready to surrender myself to our connection, and I will no longer run away, okay, from it, and I will no longer deny it. I am trusting that the universe and our love for one another. So this person is no longer worried about the peanut gallery. This person is no longer worried about what the circus is saying. This is somebody that understands that the more that they run, they're running away from God. They're running away from God's will. So this is somebody that's really coming in and they're surrendering, which I like, right? Because the thing is, with this 9 energy, the 9 is going directly to the 1. The reason you're able to have this great source of power within one another is because both of you are surrendering to the connection and surrendering to what something can be amongst one another. Now, I also feel like too, whatever limitations this person had placed on themselves, it's like they're now running away from people, places, and things. Because it's funny, this runner energy, I get that they're running because they want to be in this relationship with you. And also, they're running away from this karmic partner, right? There's something here where there could have been a level of turbulence in your connection or in your relationship. Or this is something that this person is going through that you didn't know about. And it's like whoever this other energy is, and it can even be an energy on your side as well, right? But they caused a lot of negativity. And this is somebody that was very codependent on you or your person. And there was a lot of arguments and miscommunication due to the karmic partner or partners. You both may be in a position or a place where this has come in. And I feel like now that this person has identified who this is, right? They're understanding that this was a test for them to understand the difference between love and lust, or love and trying to fit the mold, right? This could be somebody, for example, that got married to somebody that was in their culture because that made sense to them, right? Only to find out that they were settling, only to find out that they weren't with you because they were stuck, because they were afraid of changing, right? That's why they ran originally. And they're just so used to getting what they want, even if it's not enough for them. It's like they settle. That's why this person is really trying to work on feeling like they deserve you outside of whatever this other energy is stating, okay? And it can be for you or your person. The 19th is significant. And again, this person is beginning to understand how everybody in their life comes in and impacts things, probably because of you. You're this visionary, right? The beach may be very significant. You can be somebody that really relates to the beach. One of the things that I always felt, but it's funny, Cat Williams said it in the interview. He said, water is the only place where the devil cannot get to you. Now think about that. Water is purifying a baby when they're inside of you. They're encapsulated in essentially amniotic fluid, which is water. So there is something to this. There is a purification process that's going on for you and this person right now. And I feel like this person is finally beginning to understand everything. They're feeling hopeful for the future, which is beautiful. And they're really envisioning you and them coming together and them having a life with you. And part of that life also is going to incorporate or work on the both of you working with each other, but working on each other separately. So they feel very empowered right now. This could be somebody that likes to ride bikes, or maybe that's what they do. I keep seeing the beach, which is very significant, but they're really in a place where they're thinking very positively about how they want to move forward with you. And they're beginning to plan this future. They're beginning to have this imagination where anything is possible. Anything is possible when it does come to God, as long as everybody surrenders. They're even surrendering the running. They're surrendering the karmic partner because they see the truth. Now, I am going to say this. You have people right now that are definitely watching you. 74 is significant. 36, 63. 7-4 or 4-7. Somebody here, or 11. You could be a life path 11. We have 1-1 here. There's your 11. You could be born on the 29th. Enzo. Hey, buddy. You okay? Anyways, you do have a creep of the week here, though, right? I definitely feel like this could be somebody that you're running from or your person ran from. This is somebody that's been creating fake accounts. This is somebody that pretends like they don't care, but this is somebody that is absolutely obsessed, okay? They're up at night. They're looking at your platform, social media, if you have them. If you don't, then that doesn't fit. But for the most part, it's like this person in particular, they have people that are watching them, and you also have people that are watching you. But I also want to say this. Your person is watching you very closely. They're connected to you in some way. Even if you cut them off completely, their interaction will still be the fact that they watch you. This can even be an energy where even in death, this person is like, I'm still going to watch you. I'm still always going to be around you. But aside from that, right? I feel like your person is watching you, and they're really watching you become this visionary. They're watching you do things. They're watching you face your fears. They're watching you take on certain components that maybe they didn't think that you could in the past. This is somebody that's very intrigued by everything that you have going on. I also feel like with this person, they're surprised at how much you're juggling. You could be somebody that has a lot of irons in the fire. I don't know why that just came in. But it's definitely something here where this person is just watching you do everything. They're watching you succeed. They're watching you live your life. This is also somebody that's in a place 69, 9-6, or 6-9, okay? They're also watching you change, okay? And this is part of this person needing to go through a major metamorphosis, spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally, okay? They've been watching you change who you are, change into something better, that you've been really working on those shadow components. You've been becoming the best version of yourself, even with your strengths and weaknesses, right? It's like when you go on a job interview and they say, what are your strengths and what are your weaknesses? But you're never supposed to say, my weakness is. You're supposed to say, well, I don't view myself as having weaknesses. However, there are some items that I am working on. Here's what I'm working on currently, right? It's a work in progress. You're not going to accept the fact that, hey, you have a temper, right? You're going to work on the fact that that temper also fuels me in a sense where it provides protection. That also is something where if you can control your shadow becomes useful to you in some sense. Because the reality is duality is imperative and duality is important. As above, so below. So everybody that's sitting here thinking that you're just the pretty little princess, there's always a other opposite component of that, right? But nonetheless, this person keeps watching you because you're also inspiring them to balance out their situation. Life path 6 is here, right? 6 plus 9, 15, 1 plus 5. You could be born on the 15th. You could be born on the 24th. You could be born on the 6th. You could be a life path 6. However, and when I say life path, if you guys are like, I don't know what a life path number is, what you do is you add up your birthday, okay? So for example, my birthday is 6/8/1986. It breaks down to an 11. 6 plus 8 plus 1 plus 9 plus 8 plus 6, okay? That's my life path number. But also the day that you're born is significant. So for example, I'm born on the 8th. 8th is all about karma. It's all about duality. It's all about money. It's all about you either have it or you don't. Like Marshawn Lynch says, I know I'm going to get got, but he says something like, I know I'm going to get got, but I'm going to get mine more. I don't remember exactly what the phrase is, and I always say it to the kids, but it's something like in that energy, right? That's the 8. You know what's coming, but you already are okay because you're going to get yours in the end, right? So pay attention to the day that you're born, and then also your life path number. That will give you a lot of information on how you can generate your own wealth, how you can maintain certain things. Let me know if you guys want me to do a video on the different life path numbers. I think I'm going to do that on the Clips channel where I'll break down the life path 1 through 1 through 9. And then you also have master numbers 11, 22, and 33. Okay. Okay, let's go back. So this is somebody that, because they're watching you, it's like you've inspired them to reinvent themselves. You've inspired them to release their karmic partner. You've inspired them to realize that people were taking them for granted, and maybe they took you for granted as well. And they know that there's been a level of disappointment. They feel like for some of you that they deserted you when maybe you needed them the most. And this is somebody that really does want to come back stronger and better than ever. And they want to show you. This could be somebody that's recently had surgery. This could be somebody that could be in the military or could be in some type of special ops. This could also be somebody that you could be an x-ray tech. You could be in the medical field here. But I'm also getting that somebody could have recently had surgery, or they're going to be finding something out that needs to be corrected here. Okay? I also feel like with your person, whoever they were, they could have been this charismatic person that was a Casanova. Like, this is somebody that I feel like you and them are the same though. So if they attract people very easily, you do as well. Whether you want the people or not, that's a whole different ball game, right? But I feel like there was something about you in particular that made them see things different. There's something about you that made them feel like, oh my gosh, they could definitely be my equal. By the way, Spiritual Infusion 1111, okay? If you're watching this on a weird channel that's not Spiritual Infusion, flag it, because those buttholes stole my stuff, okay? Love, light, but catch these hands. That's how I feel right now. Maybe somebody put it in the comment section that I need to make a shirt. Love, light, and these hands, right? It's like, don't get it twisted. Just because we're spiritual does not mean that we won't light you up. Pew, right? So, sorry, my ADHD is at a threat level red right now. Bear with me, guys. What do you guys, for those of you guys that do have ADHD, if you're not taking medication to regulate it, what are some key things that you guys do to kind of like calm your mind down? Drop it in the comment section. I would love to hear. But I definitely feel like there was somebody here that, also too, you got this karmic, I'm telling you, there's this karmic weirdo over here, 522552. They're over here trying to get this person to listen to them, trying to get this person to disregard everything that they've been watching and seeing. It's like this person is watching you and they're seeing how you are completely different. It's almost like you're an alien or you're a robot or you just have a different component to you. But there's this energy over here that is trying to get this person to blindly follow whatever they're saying, right? This is somebody that wants them to believe that your connection, it's not something that can work out. This is also somebody that wants to continue to tell certain falsities. I don't even know if that's a word. English professors don't come for me, okay? But I also feel like there's somebody here that's been talking. I think your person is watching and stalking, but I think you have a lot of other energy around you and your person too, because if you both are this visionary, if you both have this energy, then obviously there's a lot going on with the both of you, right? Because if they have the same essence as you, if they have it, that means like you and this person are the perfect pair. You're two of a kind. I'm also getting to, though, that this is a critical juncture for this person with this karmic energy. They are coming in as a karmic energy, whether that's platonic or non-platonic. And they're so tired of this person talking. They're tired of this person because whoever this energy is, it's artificial, whether that's AI, but it's like red 40, right? We're not supposed to eat red 40. But it's like this person wants them to believe in some sense that they are who they are, when in reality, they're not. So your person is in a place 55, 5 can be significant. You can be a life path 5. You can be, again, 1. There's a major new start coming in here that most people are not acknowledging. 5-2, 55, you could be 55. But there's a major decision that this person has recently made, I feel like 5 days ago or within the next 5 days, that it's going to be a turning point. Because this person is now taking control of their life. Part of surrendering to this reinvention is taking control of what they can control in their life. And this is them also saying, listen, karmic weirdo, okay, right? The DFG, the dog face gremlin. You're not going to control the way that I think. No one is going to control my circumstances, and I recognize that I have the power to make choices. I recognize that I have the same free will to choose to be happy on my own, and you, okay, little ugly, don't get to determine that. That's why this person is over here like, we're destined to be with one another. We were destined to meet. This person, 33, you could be a life path 33. I know that's right. Right? You could wear bracelets. This person could wear bracelets. But this is somebody that is understanding your relationship. They're understanding your connection. And I think that maybe at first they thought whatever they felt or how they viewed you, it was trivial or it was like immature. Like, why do I have a crush on them? Why am I so focused on them? Why can't I stop watching them? But now they're beginning to see that it's because there was something on a higher conscious level, right? And what they didn't understand then, they're understanding now because they're surrendering to what God is showing them. They're surrendering to the fact that God is over here saying to them, you want to be happy, right? Then this is your person. You were destined to meet. You and this person are going to have an unbreakable bond where there's a lot of love, there's a lot of passion, there's this extremely strong desire to be with each other, but there's this deep inner knowing that this weirdo, this freak of the week over here is trying to get this person to be silent. This person over here is trying to make this person overcomplicate things so that they get in their feelings and they don't take action, that they continue to repeat the same sabotaging behavior. That's why your person is over here saying, listen, I already am future focused, okay? 66, pick up sticks. You could be born 1966. You could be a life path 6. Okay, you could be also 6 plus 6 is 12. 1 plus 2 is 3. You could be born on the 12th. You could also, this is about communication though, right? 3 is communication and 3 is also the child. Some of you guys are like, what the hell is she talking about? Keep up, okay? Because when you understand what I'm talking about with numerology, you're going to understand that this is a completely different way of understanding and thinking with the way that you see things. But nonetheless, this person is now sitting there going, oh, I know I'm going to be with them, okay? I know this. I've awakened. This is my destiny. I'm at a critical juncture right now. I'm about to take aim, okay? I know that this person, like whoever this energy is, they were so used to being the king or the queen of their own jungle, right? They were used to being the one that was the center of attention, but with you, it's like something here completely changes. I'm also getting that this person is also tapping into their spirituality. This is somebody that's very, very intelligent, but sometimes their intellect, their logic gets misconstrued with their spiritual component of it. How does the spiritual aspect relate to the logical side of things? So this is somebody that is in a place where they're merging or they're marrying the two here, okay? And I feel like that's the only way for this person to make something whole here. I'm also seeing that your person is able to see through whatever the illusions are with this other energy, okay? This is this person being careful of the drama. This is you being able to see through the falsities of whatever this person is communicating, okay? And I feel like people are very deceiving. This is also somebody that was very obsessive, and their obsession got the best of them because they allowed their emotions, they allowed the chatter of other people to come in and dictate their narrative and dictate their actions toward the connection, when now they're finally beginning to understand that they need to trust their own intuition, okay? This is an energy where it's also very sentimental, okay? They're in a sentimental energy where this is somebody that can't let you go. The memory of, like, I don't know why, but you make this person so happy. They could take pictures of you. This is also 51. You could be 51 years old. You could also be born 1951. You could be a life path 6. 1-5 can be significant, or the 15th. But I feel very, very strongly that whoever you are, this person can't stop thinking about you. They're just very focused on watching you. It almost feels like they're doing recon in some type of weird way. They're watching you have this glow up. They're watching you overcome whatever illness you were going through. They're watching you be more confident here. This is definitely a past life connection that's coming in here with you and this person. And they intuitively know this. They could have even recently said something to somebody here about, listen, 71 can be significant, or 8. I know that this is a past life connection for me. I know that I feel very strongly about the collective because they're my person. And when they're with you, when they see you, when they're around you, it's almost like time stops or time moves very quickly. But they want to stop things from, like, they just want to understand you, and you feel like home to them, and they're trying to understand why they have these feelings for you. What do we need to know here? Can you show me? Yeah, I'm telling you, this person wants to balance out the connection or balance out your situation. Libra energy, 11, you could be a life path 11. This definitely is coming in as a visionary. But this is also about this person being honest and being fair, right? Part of the problem with the system is that when you don't have all the information, when you don't have all the knowledge, you allow the illusions to creep in. There may be some legal issues that you are going to go through or your person is going through, but this is also about this person taking the moral integrity and making a decision. They're tired of sitting on their hands and waiting for you to come to them, or waiting for things to change. They're making some type of significant decision right now to come forward and give you the stability that you deserve emotionally, physically, sexually, in whatever capacity, okay? Because this is also about that sacral energy. Even though the sacral chakra that is associated to Scorpio, somebody could be a Scorpio, somebody could be a Libra, you could have this significantly or heavily in your chart. Or else it's just about having the moral integrity to balance this out. To understand pleasure. To understand pleasure also comes with emotions. You can't just be intimate with somebody without giving to them emotionally. They go hand in hand. This is also somebody that's beginning to understand that they could have been even in like a writer's block, or they could have been blocked creatively because they were unable to give, because they were emotionally unstable. And it's something about you, Aquarian energy is coming in here. It's something about you possibly causing this tower moment for this person that's really changed the way that they see things. There's major changes that are coming with inside of you and this relationship, and a lot of you don't see it coming. This is going to occur also within the next 24 to 48 hours. There is going to be some type of monumental moment that creates significant change. But in this change, it balances, right? It balances this triangle. It's a triangle effect here, right? It's almost like the what do they say? The Father, the Son, the Holy Ghost, right? It's something in this energy where you have everything. You have the logic, you have the emotions, and now you also have the spiritual component of things within your connection. Whatever this is, the tower is not always a negative, right? But the tower comes after the devil. So the tower has to hit in order for the devil's lies to be exposed. And a lot of people don't understand that. So when they see the tower, it's like, oh, this is bad. But no, it's good because it's liberating you or this person from the chains that once bound you, is what I'm gathering. And it's allowing this person to think outside of the box. It's allowing this person to have a higher perspective of things, right? The stars are in the sky. Aquarian energy is an energy where it's completely a different way of thinking. It almost feels alien-like to certain people because they don't have that source of logic. They don't have access to whatever portal that person is channeling. However, in order for this to heal, whatever was going on here with the illusions, they had to break down. If the illusions didn't break down, then you and this person would not be able to have the right relationship in the manner that you wanted, right? But here's the beautiful thing. In the breaking of these chains, for some of you, you could have been chained to somebody or you could have been bound, okay, by the devil, by the illusions, by the confusion. There could have been certain addictive behavior to substances, to ideology, to past events. But this forced change, it didn't happen so it could cause damage, but what it did was to create the liberation. The liberation in a movement, right? A liberation to change the way that something is going. And this is an unforeseen event, but the beautiful thing here is this person really wants to come in and they want to rebuild. You were born on the 17th, you were born on the 16th. Life Path 7 is also coming in very, very heavy here. And this is something that's hidden. Something significant can happen the 16th through the 18th. You have 7, 8, 9. But there is something here that is confusing. There is something here that is hidden. It could be this person's heart that's hidden. Somebody, hopefully, I hope that nobody has cancer. This is Cancerian energy. But what I'm getting is that this tower moment has been hidden since Cancer season. This is something the tower could have even hit during Cancer season last month or whenever you're watching this. Because the thing is, just like on the card, the tower is breaking down whatever is not seen. Whatever is not seen is the illusion. Is it the illusion that's causing confusion, or is it the intuition that's seeing through the deception? Is it the intuition that's making this person emotional because you seem like you're this mystery? Let's find out. What's being hidden here that's breaking down? The Crown. What's being hidden here that's breaking down? I'm telling you, look. It's the emotional intelligence of somebody. Scorpio energy, Capricorn energy. This is all about limitations. It's also about doing the right thing. And Leo energy, right? Having the strength of judgment, having the strength to be emotionally intelligent, having the strength to acknowledge that there's certain things that are going on around you, right? This is a major awakening though. This is even something that is very shocking because what people are also beginning to understand with you is that you could be the star, right? But again, the star in Leo, energy, strength, there's your 8 again. There's 8-8, 8-17 may be significant. Okay, 11-20 may be significant, 8-16, 8-18. Okay, these may be significant time periods for you. Maybe it's your person's birthday. Maybe that's when they come forward and they express their truth. However, the thing about the Aquarius energy and the Leo energy is that they're sister signs. That means that they're polar opposites. That means we can either do this together or I could do it alone. It's up to you, right? But there is a level of judgment when it does come to your strength, when it comes to your ability to go through change, right? Scorpio energy is sex, death, and transformation. I wanted to say sex, death, and rock and roll, but transformation. Scorpio is one of those signs where they can go through so much heavy energy that not many people can go through. I'm a Gemini. Anytime it's heavy energy, I'm out. I just want to be free. I want to be happy. I want to go smile. When people are overly heavy, it makes me uncomfortable because I'm not used to that, right? Not saying I haven't been able to go through the fire, but going through the fire and being able to transform that emotional depth is completely different. So somebody here is finally admitting to themselves that they love you. Somebody here is finally admitting to themselves that they need to have the strength to come forward, that they need to have the strength, the courage, and the power, and the confidence to say something to you, to express their truth, to send this message. And this message, whatever they're going to send to you, is going to surprise you because you're not expecting it. You're not expecting this message to come. All right, let's go ahead and get into the extended. I'm actually really, really excited. I'm going to keep this card out because I want to know what's the trigger, right? The thing about the Tower moment is the Tower moments are great, but we want to know what's triggering the Tower moment. What's causing this Tower moment to happen? What's the significance of the Tower moment? And then also, what's the outcome of the Tower moment, right? I want to understand all components of that. Let's see. What is the collective's person? What is their overall energy towards the collective in general? Romantically, what's their energy towards them right now? Woo! Okay, I like this. It's the Fool. I always say the Fool is the only one that the Emperor listens to because the Fool doesn't have a dog in the race. The Fool's like, I don't know where I'm going, dude. I'm just on this path, man. I'm on the path to God. I don't even know if I have enough snacks in this bag, but I do have a little Debbie's cake, so don't threaten me with a good time, right? It's like this person isn't worried about what the outcome is. They're just enjoying the ride. This is somebody that is in a very beautiful energy, right? Lots of ones, right? Lots of new beginnings that are occurring here. You can even be in your personal life cycle of a 1. What you do is you take your birthday, like 6 plus 8, right? I add that together, which is whatever it is. And then you add the year. So we're in a 9 year. So that means I'm currently in a 5 year. So my personal year is that I'm a 5. So whatever challenges, I'm breaking free. I'm trying to travel. I'm being a 5, okay? Like, I'm going to live my best life. Usually, if you're in your 5 year, that's when you're going to look good, hopefully. Because 5s are usually the most attractive. So if you're a life path 5, born on the 5th, you typically are somebody that is very attractive. Okay. That's what I'm saying. Do you guys want me to break down the numerology for everything? Because I can totally do that. Anyways, this person is in an energy where they're the Fool when it comes to you, which I like. I think that that's beautiful. All right, let's see. What about this third party or this dog-faced gremlin that keeps wanting us to talk about them? What's their energy towards them? They're done. Woo, that was the World. Yeah, they're not speaking to this person, I feel like. There's a lack of communication. And look, I can't make it up. The Ace of Cups is in reverse. So how is this karmic energy? How are they handling this energy from this person? They're trying to strong arm them. They're trying to force them into an energy. I just heard like by any means necessary, but I'm telling you, that's not going to happen because your person is very hell-bent on getting on the same page as you and having this brand new leap of faith. Okay? I also want to find out what the hell this Tower is. What are we going through with the Tower moment? I don't think it's not a coincidence, right? That how this karmic energy feels about the way that this person is treating them is strength. It's like, but this was like strength in a different way. This is somebody that wants to challenge the status quo. This is somebody who believes that their philosophy is one where they are the world. But this is somebody that I also feel like is quickly mistaken, because it's almost that person that thinks they're the smartest in the room, right? And they want everybody to know they're the smartest in the room. That's why for me, even if I am the smartest in the room, I don't let anybody know. I pretend like I'm not. Because the real smart ones don't need to talk about it, right? So whoever this karmic energy is, they feel like they can control the narrative by either communicating or saying certain things. So just be careful with what you're hearing or seeing right now. And you really need to utilize your intuition, because your intuition is more accurate than whatever you are physically seeing. Because this karmic energy, they're putting on a show here, right? Think about Leo. They want to be the center of attention. By the way, all of this is going to be available in the extended. The extended is available on the website. A link for that will be in the comment section below. But what we do is we go over every single card. We clarify. We go into nitty-gritty details with everything that's going on. And it's great if this reading does resonate. Definitely check it out, because it's more of a 3D version where we're looking at it through their eyes, through their lens, through their perspective, okay? Not our perspective, not God's perspective, but your person's perspective of what's going on. Why does the collective's person keep watching them? Why do they keep watching them? Why do they keep watching the collective? Because they love you. They have like this feeling about you. You just make them feel warm and fuzzy. For example, it's like, God, the highlight of my day is when I wake up and I take that first sip of coffee and like your whole body warms and you're just like, like, oh gosh, like look at God, like look how amazing everything is. Maybe you drink tea, maybe you drink water, maybe that's how you feel when you slam your protein shake. I don't know, but for me, it's that very first sip of coffee. It warms my soul and it makes me feel alive, no matter what I'm going through. It's like you're this person's first sip of their like morning coffee. And not like the nasty coffee, the coffee that has all like the bells and whistles and, you know, that kind of coffee. So they just love, like, this is somebody that admires you. They have this admiration for the way that you handle things, the way that you communicate, the way that you speak. This person really does enjoy you. What is their, that's why they're fixated on you. I just said, what is their perception of the collective? And it's the Fool. Okay, so their energy towards you is the Fool, and how they're viewing you as is the Fool. So it's like you guys are both innocent here, on the same page, in the same manner. I think that's pretty dope, because they know, like, that's not a coincidence. Do you see how this just came out? That's why this person is like, I'm not talking to that creepy ass karmic. Because they just want to cause a tower moment when I'm over here admiring this other freak of the week. They're just like me. How are they just like me? It's like this person is almost shocked because you have this level of sincerity. You have this level of innocence. But then you're over here just like a bad mamma jamma, right? Single, attractive, beautiful. You get attention. What is this person saying to other people? What is the collective's person saying to other people? The Hermit. Okay, that's kind of weird. So either they're talking about your higher level of thinking. This is also somebody that could be talking about trying to tell people what they're going through, or trying to give them also a higher perspective of you. That's why this is divine intervention. They're telling people that you're alone, or that, you know, they had to search a level like of their soul. I don't know. We're going to get more into this. And then let's do another card. Hold on. Can you give me a couple of cards? Let's do three cards to let the collective know what's coming in for them in the near future with this person. Hold on. What does the collective need to understand? Okay. Beautiful. I'm going to do, actually, let's do one more. one more card here for this. That way there's a little bit of mystery in this beautiful smorgasbord. Okay, beautiful. All right. So with that being said, this is your reading. I love you guys so much. Thank you for all of your love and support. It means the world to me. Hey, guess what? Our love oil, our money oil, and our protection oil, all of this is in stock. Let me tell you, this protection oil, I'm really excited. I've named it after my dad, who says he has tiger's blood. All of these are fantastic ways to manifest. You put them in different things. I put my protection oil in my bath water, on the bottoms of my feet, my kids' feet, in their solar plexus and on their third eye, and also on their throat if necessary. The love oil is great, but let me tell you, it has all natural pheromones in it. So you're going to attract everything with a heartbeat. So just be ready, be careful. It's definitely going to get you right, and your person is going to love it. And when it comes to the money, you can put it in candles, you can put it in your purse, you can put it wherever you want, but the money oil is also amazing as well. Everything is made with sweet almond oil, which is fantastic. And hold my beer. Plus, we have our bath salts that are also in stock. So these are our Epsom salt, Himalayan pink salt. Depending on whatever you get, you'll get rose flower, bergamot, whatever. And we also have different packages for these for you guys as well. And just so you guys can see really quick, here is our love oil. This one's a little bit mic'd out, which is why I'm utilizing it. It has kind of a champagne type of color here, as you guys can see. It looks beautiful on the skin, and it's not a wet oil, it's a dry oil, and it makes you feel amazing, okay? So all of that is available. And if you guys want to book a personal reading, definitely check out the website. If you want to grab any of the card decks, we do ship internationally as well. And with that being said, I love you guys so much. Thank you for all of your love and support. It means the world to me. Also, go check out the Clips channel. I'm going to be posting the winners of the Clips channel on the Clips channel. And yeah, man, with that being said, I love you, and I will talk to you beautiful people later. For those of you guys that are coming over to the extended, let's roll. Simply click on the link in the comment section below, and it will take you straight where you guys can grab the extended.